40. From the European team, Esther Henselite. And for your U.S. team, Andrea Lee. The European team has the honor. Play away.
And Judy, if you're wearing the colours I'm wearing today, you don't want this player to have a hot putter. I mean, my goodness, did she make some putts yesterday?
I'm not sure it's ever cold. Sometimes it's hotter than others.
Good point.
Good tee shot. She played alongside Rose Zhang. They are the two Stanford players on this team, and they were very successful.
And slide number. Started to straightened out. Will they tie that hole? Andrea Lee, this at 4 for birdie to win the hole.
This is what you expect on a Sunday's singles at a Solheim Cup. Everything seemed to be quite blue, started to change a bit red.
7, the U.S. with the lead. Europe needing a comeback. Andrea Lee taking on Esther Henselite. This for birdie to tie the hole at 10. So a loss there. Match play. Had foursomes play and 4-ball play the first 2 days. Team competitions. The team. Andrea Lee has a chance to win the hole, Iona?
That is correct. Both players went down the right off the tee. Andrea Lee managed to advance her ball, leave herself 100 in, and this is where she ended up. So a putt now for a 4. And it's a pretty flat putt. Maybe a little bit up the hill, so she can be aggressive with it. Esther Henselite has chipped up as a putt for a 5.
I look good for a long time.
A lot of fun the last few days watching Andrea Lee and Rose Zhang play together. 2 Stanford products. They were terrific. Andrea looking for
quickly. Let's go to the 14th.
Andrea Lee's 3rd here at the par 5. Almost on the fly. Nearly flew it in. As they walk up, we send it back down to Amy. 14, some setting here. Andrea Lee, this to win the hole.
Tricky little putt.
Okay.
This 14th has been a bit of a nemesis if you're with the blue and gold.
You'd rather take this off the golf course, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's not been our finest hole.
Back here in her debut in the Solheim Cup. Now, Andrea Lee for a birdie to win the hole here. Iona?
Yep, that is correct. I just feel like there's been a bit of a momentum shift in this match, and this would certainly cement that back up the hill. Less break.
I feel like there's a lot of European momentum in this Solheim Cup, which hasn't happened very much this week on the back nine. The Americans have been very strong. Second nine. Right now, Europe, they what they can do under the most pressure in the game.
So we take you to 16, the par 3, 151 today. First match to reach the 16th hole here in singles. Esther Henseleit one up over Andrea Lee.
And all the par 3s here at Robert Trent Jones are just magnificent. The 16 no exception. From an elevated tee, 151 as you say, it plays around 4 yards downhill, so a little bit less than that. And the hole in a little gully today. There's ridges either side of it. Looks like the 8-iron.
But the tracer was straight on, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Not much curve in that at all. What's that smile that was on your face, Jude?
That wasn't a smile. I was gasping.
It's transferred over to me.
Yes.
It's come my way, Terry.
I understand.
Isn't this wild?
It's amazing. A couple of birdie tries coming up here now.
What an atmosphere around this green. 16, but Andrea Lee will have the first shot at it. Up the slope, it's got to move from left to right the way this green all falls. She can be nice and aggressive with it.
Yeah, she needs to make it because she's going to give a perfect line to Esther.
She did. What a putt. What a time to do it. And so now you get the read, but there's a whole lot more pressure.
Captain Stacey Lewis just to the right of this green, right there for the high five. What a moment.
So it's Andrea Lee who wins the hole. Got a bounce in her step right now. Has momentum all tied up, 2 to play. As we come down the stretch here on a Sunday in Virginia.
Feels like it's going, playing against Lexi Thompson, feels like it's going the European way. My goodness.
Go to the tee at the 17th, and here is Andrea Lee out with the driver.
It's a narrow driving hole, this 17th. Plays all the way uphill and bunkers down the left-hand side. First one at 218. Very much in play.
Okay.
Hey, girl.
All right.
Good shot. It's part of the signature of this golf course, and certainly the way it's set up this week is so many fairway bunkers, and they have all been in play on so many holes.
Right to left as well.
This is Andrea Lee's second.
129 for Andrea Lee. It's a narrow entrance to this green. Just keeping it a little left of it.
Yeah, she flew it right into that narrow gap. Andrea Lee to win the hole, guarantee the United States a half point.
Stacey Lewis just jumping in there to make sure she had moved her marker back. Confirmation, all is okay.
Yep.
Camp USA, and I mean, like you say, she's had a great look at the line here. She knows what's happening now from this direction.
So Iona, it looks like that line is just on the right edge. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's definitely going to fall. Obviously, a lot depends on the pace at which she wants this to fall in, but right edge sounds good. I'm not going to argue with you, Judy.
Well, I'm just going with what I just saw.
Yeah,
it was
that
pretty
sounds good.
successful.
It has to be out on the right, that's for sure. She's going to be firm. She could go just inside that.
Steady, steady.
Yeah, she tried to hit it, I think, kind of firm, and it made her pull the putt. How about this turn of events?
Yeah.
Not expecting. I mean, this is never ceases to amaze me what you see at these matches. I just know that when you're standing over those putts, your heart is pounding out your chest and your hands are just you're trying to keep it all in check.
Just to keep the match all tied up. Yeah, no problem. And they will head to the 18th, and it is close here at the Solheim Cup.
On the tee at 18, Andrea Lee, all tied up.
Hole takes a little turn to the left,
Just out
down
to
in
the
the
right.
fairway.
Wanting it to sit.
A foot there makes a big difference.
And we will go there as well.
Second for Andrea Lee.
It's in the second cut, lying okay. The grass is going with. 136 is the number all the way. There's a little bit of help in the air. She's got a good angle here from this elevated position. With the 9-iron, expecting this to release a little, landing on the front of the green.
Yeah, the hole is 16 paces deep in the green.
Just a little bit of extra release there, Judy, because of the rough.
Well, that's that 1 foot. Had it been in that first cut,
Yeah.
Major championship, Solheim Cup. That's what you think about.
Solheim Cup hits different.
Yeah. Andrea Lee first.
Yeah, Andrea Lee first away here on 18. What a spectacle. Thousands of fans around this green watching on. Many of them American, willing this ball to find the bottom of the cup, but it's going to be a slow putt in the first half. Up the slope, it'll break off the right, and then it'll be very quick in that final third. This is going to test every bit of nerve, every bit of bottle.
Is it that same buck?
It might be. Same area.
be nice to make this putt, but I think it's really important that you don't leave yourself any work if you do not. From this distance, if you just try to roll it close, you don't know how many times it just falls in. Will not be conceded.
No. Good effort, but work left. Must make for Lee up on the green. Pressure putt.
A half a point.
That it is. First match that's ended in a tie throughout the week. Andrea Lee, big time save there. Esther Henseleit in a match that puts a half a point on the board for each. And now the U.S.